What is cracking, guys? It is A-Bomb back with you after an extended hiatus. Good to see you guys. Not a whole hell of a lot going on this weekend, so, what better to do than to test out the live stream? It's been a while. I was hoping to be testing it out because baseball season was going to start soon, but we all know what went down there. And what's up, Gibby? Good to see you. Can you hear me okay? First stream I've done in several months. So I figured just kind of hang out with you guys today, see what was going on, see how everybody's coping. And depending on how many folks come in, we'll keep this going for a good 10-15 minutes. As you can see, I almost have an embarrassment of riches with all this toilet paper and bottled water. I did just go to the grocery store, and there is plenty of food on the shelves, which is good news. Not like it usually is, but there's still food. I was able to stock up on ramen noodles and some canned soup and some tuna fish in a pouch, just in case we need to hunker down. I probably got enough food to last me for about a week. I'm definitely not a prepper, not a survivalist. And Gibby's right, we did win the 1995 World Series. That was a shortened season. That's absolutely right. It was shortened by about 13 games. This one might go a little bit longer. I think the latest I heard is around May 1st. At first it was 2 weeks, which seemed a little bit optimistic. And now it's going till approximately May 1st before baseball kicks in. MREs, very good idea. I don't have any access to that. Where would somebody get an MRE unless you're in the military? And here's some breaking news. Donald Trump has been tested for coronavirus. The results are not in. I will say he didn't look so well yesterday. I don't know if I'm not saying he was sick yesterday, but during that press conference that I watched, he seemed preoccupied, didn't really have it together. Yeah, Gibby stocking up on those meals. Yeah, man. 2,000 calorie meals. A couple of those a day can keep you going. I've got ramen. Again, I've got tuna fish pouches. I've got some soup. There wasn't much soup left, so I got a couple cans of cream of bacon. Normally never anything you'd want to eat plain. But when times get rough, that might sound pretty good at some point. Hopefully this will all blow over and we can all get together and just have a big party with all this excess food that we've got. Like we can have a ramen station and a soup station. What ramen flavor did I get? It's the beef kind. That's all they had. They just had beef. So I got 5 beef ramen cubes. And I gotta say, I've not had ramen in a long time. Thought I was better than all that. And I'll also report that Donald Trump did not have a fever yesterday. That's good news, right? So the toilet paper situation, there is none of that left anywhere in Metro Atlanta. Thankfully, I'm good. Don't worry, I'm good. I got enough TP to last me a good 2 months at least. Probably more than that. And you know, if worse comes to worse, you can do without it. As long as your shower still works, that's a viable option. So what is going on a Saturday? Oh yeah, just had my annual physical earlier today. I was a little bit concerned about going into a doctor's office today, but I did it. Had my physical. I'm 50, so they do a couple of extra things. And yes, I did have the dreaded colonoscopy conversation with the medical staff today. They did print out my referral, so now it's up to me to call and schedule this colonoscopy. I might wait a little bit. Who knows how burdened the healthcare system is going to be coming up. But yes, that is on the horizon. And no, I will not be streaming that live. But if you're old enough to remember Katie Couric back on the Today Show, she did broadcast her colonoscopy live on national television. Want to send a big get well wishes to Slita, Sports Live in the ATL. He does not have the coronavirus, but he does have pneumonia, and he has been recovering over the last week for that. And if he's watching, hope you're doing okay, brother. The Masters has been postponed. Masters was supposed to get underway April 9th. It is postponed. They're talking about doing it later in the year, but frankly, does anybody really think that's going to be possible, logistically possible, for the Masters to happen, say, in October or July, when there are other golf tournaments going on at that time? Yeah, all we can do is play some video games, maybe get a season or a dynasty going. That is a really good idea. So far, so good. Here in Georgia, I heard the cases of positive coronavirus. I believe I want to say the positive cases doubled overnight. There's about 40 or 50 confirmed cases in the state of Georgia. I really don't know how to process this whole thing. I'm hoping it's just a bunch of overreaction, but we're way too early to tell. We're going to have to check back in about 2 weeks. Let's see how everything's going in about 2 weeks. If everything's kind of calm in the next 2 weeks, then, you know, that's a good sign. But then if you're an alarmist and you're worried about the worst case scenario, in another couple of weeks, all the hospitals could be overloaded. So that's why this term social separation, is that what it is? Social distancing is what it's called. And the whole point of that, and you probably know this by now, like I didn't know a damn thing about the coronavirus 2 weeks ago. Now I've got the understanding level of an epidemiologist with this, and so do a lot of other people on the internet. But the idea is to slow the spread. Even if a bunch of people get it, the slower they get it, the better, so the hospitals can deal with it. That's in a nutshell. Yeah, one confirmed death in Georgia so far. And when you look at the deaths and the numbers in the United States, it's not very bad right now. There's nothing alarming the way it sits today. But again, let's talk about it again in 2 weeks. So I've been into this about 10 minutes now. Not a whole lot of folks joining right now. Understandable. There's a hell of a lot of stuff, really important stuff going on in the world right now. So this was mostly a test, and it looks like we passed the test. All of our audio and video is working. And so I'll tell you what, I'm going to check out right now. But we will be back for more. Now that I've got my studio set back up, all it is a couple clicks away from going live. So it is A-Bomb from Duluth, Georgia on a Saturday without sports. Gibby, it's great to see you. Everybody else, great to see you. And we will check back in, possibly tomorrow. So with that, have a great weekend, and we will see you real soon.